All right. Well, hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Adam, and I am one of the software specialists with LeadDragon. And today we're going to be talking about all things membership, A to Z, covering everything from building out the products, building out the offers, to customizing the dashboard, to selling everything and all the things in between. So that's what we're going to be covering today is memberships. So the best practice here is to log into your LeadDragon account and make sure that you're following along. And by the end of this, you should know everything there is to know about building out a membership product and offer within your LeadDragon account. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen and we're gonna jump in and we are gonna get started. All right, so here I am in my LeadDragon demo account here, and we are gonna start by going to the Funnels and Forms tab here on the left-hand side. And once in the Funnels and Forms tab, you can see up here at the top, there are an array of options. We are going to go to memberships, and we'll start off with the dashboard. So this is where you're going to see an overview of all of your different opt-ins in the past 30 days, all of the members that you've added in the last 3 days, your sales and your checkouts. And so this kind of gives you an overview of how successful you are at selling or getting people to opt into your membership product or offer. And so if you hover over this, you can see all these different options here. The first thing we're going to go to is products. And so just to kind of let you know the structure of this, the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to build out a product. The product, this is the bread and butter of your membership course. This is where you actually build out the course itself. And then the offer is where you determine, what you want to sell it for. If you want to include multiple products, as you can see here, there's 2 course examples. You can create as many products as you want. So you might have a situation where you create, a basic product, a VIP product, and then a elite product, something like that, right? So you have 3 different tiers, and depending on what they sign up for, that determines which product they get, or if they get all 3, or if they just get 1 or 2, things like that. So that is what you want to consider when you're building out your products, and then when you're building out your offers. And so this is where we're going to go first. We're going to click on Create Product here in the top right. And you can see here, you're going to have a few different options for templates that you can use. The Sprint course, this would be for a short course that only has a handful of lessons in it versus a marathon course, which would be a much longer course. It's designed to, people aren't going to finish it in a day, most likely. It most likely will take a few days or maybe even a few weeks. And then you have your membership course. That's this one down here. This is one that you can think of this as one that you can be updating often. There is the option where you can have people pay a monthly service fee to be a part of your membership course. And you can go in and you can update that course regularly, maybe every month or so. And then you can keep charging them every month to be a part of that course. And so maybe this would be the best option for you. Or if you just want to build your own from scratch, you can click Start Building here and you can just build one from scratch. Now, the good news is really all of these build the same. It's really just about length. That's really the biggest difference here. Even if you choose Sprint course and you decide that, oh man, this is actually going to turn into like a much longer course than I anticipated, that's okay. You can just keep adding to it. And so it really doesn't matter too much. This is just a template. And so what we'll do is we're just going to click on Sprint course here. That's the one that we're going to choose for right now. So I'm going to click Start Building here. And we're going to name this one. We're just going to name this the demo product. That's what we're going to call it. Now, in your case, you'd want to call it, whatever it is, whatever the product is called that you'd want to brand it maybe according to your actual business name or according to what the product is that you're selling. In this case, I'm just going to call it demo product. So we'll click Create Product here. And here you go. So as you can see, this is designed to just be a really short course. There's the welcome, 3 lessons, and maybe like a follow-up. And at the top here, you can see a list of options. Right now we're on the outline, as you can see here. You can also go into the details. You can customize, you can go into your offers, and then this is actually a newer feature, the comments. So people can actually now leave comments within each one of the lessons, and you can go in and look at those comments and respond back to them, things like that. It's actually a really neat feature. And so I'll show that here again in just a little bit. So the first thing that we are going to do is we're going to look over here at course contents, and you can click into any one of these to see what it's going to look like. So I'm just going to click into the top one here where it says course contents. And this is where you can see I can start editing things. So for the title, I don't want to just call it course contents. Maybe I want to call it my awesome course, right? Or you know what? I'll try to give a more realistic example here. I'm going to say something like maybe my top 3 copywriting hacks, right? Something that would actually be relevant, that somebody would actually want to look at. You know, for the description here, I can say something like, in this course, we'll learn my top 3 writing hacks, will transform your writing and, you know, maybe results in more sales. Honestly, this is not the best copywriting here. I'm just kind of doing this on the fly, but so don't take this as an example of good copywriting. It's not. I'm just making kind of something up on the fly here. But there you go. You know, you want to write a good description here. This is where, and you can include like links and things like that. If you have links to maybe you have a PDF version of this, you can drop a link to it, and you know, whatever it is. Also, here's another thing I recommend on visibility here on the right. I'm going to go through all these, but as you're building, I recommend moving it to draft mode as you're building. And until you're ready for it to be seen by others, just keep it in draft mode. You also have these 2 options here. One would be locked. And so this would be more for if you're doing like the marathon type course. And let's say you have lesson 1 and you want lesson 2 to be locked until they have finished lesson 1. And so you can, as you're building it out, you can lock lesson 2 until they finish going through lesson 1. And then as soon as they've completed lesson 1, then lesson 2 is unlocked for them. The other option here is the drip mode. This would be a great one for the membership area. And so, you know, this is where you could build out like months worth of content, but then drip that content to them. And so maybe you just spend a week, you know, writing and building out months worth of content. And then you set a drip so that it releases that content, you know, every month or so. And then you could get 6 months of work done in 1 week and just drip it slowly out to your subscribers. So that's what all these different options are here. And then the category thumbnail here, this is where you can choose an image to go along with this particular category. So all you have to do is click the select image here and click upload a new file. You're gonna choose file, and this is a file that has to be on your computer. So I'll see what images I have saved on my computer here. Let's see. I don't know if I have anything good. I think I have some just random background images. We'll do, I have flowers. There we go. We could do flowers, or we could do, let's see. We'll just do flowers. We'll go back up to the flowers. Maybe we can do those random pictures, stock images of people. Maybe not those, not that either. All right, we'll just go back to the flowers. We'll just do that one. So there we go. We can click upload. And there we go. It's a nice kind of just calming picture to talk about my different category hacks. And then once this section is complete, you can come down here and you can click save. And notice that says this category cannot be deleted. It's because it's the only category here. If you delete it, there'd be nothing left. But if I click save there we go. Category has been updated. And then I can click back to the demo product. Or if I wanted to, if I'm ready to edit, you know, all of these different lessons here, I can just jump in and start editing these lessons. So I can click on welcome aboard, and you can see they're going to let you know kind of what this is designed to be. And so we can say, you know, welcome to my copywriting hacks. And I can, you know, give some instructions of what they can expect throughout the lessons. You know, here are my instructions. Goodness, I picked copywriting and I can't type. Here we go. Here are my instructions. You know, now we're gonna do like number 1, always read. 2, always write. Number 3, you know, I don't know your audience or something like that. Know your audience. There we go. So those are my 3 copywriting instructions before I get to the actual hacks themselves. That just makes people a better copywriter. They're always reading, always writing if they know their audience. All right. So There we go. And as you can see here, this is where I can jump in. And if I have a video that I want to upload in, I can upload in a video. Now it has to be a video that is already on, like in your computer, in other words. And so I'll do one of those here in just a little bit. But it's you can't just drop a URL link in here, unfortunately. Now, let's say you have a video on Loom or something like that. In fact, I think I'm gonna demo that here in a little bit. But if you have a video that you recorded on Loom that you want to add in here that you didn't download, you can always grab the embed code and you can embed that within here. There's this button here that allows you to drop in an HTML code. Maybe I'll show that here in just a little bit as well. But right now I'm just covering kind of the basics. Again, you can add a post thumbnail here. And so I can come in here and select an image. You can choose a file and, you know, we'll come back and we'll jump in. Let's find a good one. Let's see. We'll do, there we go. That's one of my logos my fake logos that I like to use. There we go. We'll use that one. Boom. There we go. Perfect. And so now I have this logo associated with it. And then you can also add files in. So let's say that you had a PDF that you want to attach to the welcome here, that you want people to download. Maybe you have homework that goes along with this that you want them to work through on the PDF, whatever it is. You can add those files right here. And then once you're done, you're happy with it, you can click save and it is saved. And then you can click and then you can preview what it would look like here on the right. And you can see, okay, this is what it looks like so far. Here's lesson number 1, or the welcome, and then lesson 1 through 5 here. And this is what it would look like here. If there was a video, there'd be a video above the about this lesson. But there you go, that's it. So once it's saved, again, want to move it to draft mode. So I'm gonna move to draft and click save. I'm gonna move back over here to demo product. And that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna continue just editing all of these. So lesson number 1, you know, find the pain points, right? And this is where you can do, like in real life, I'd probably write a bunch of examples. I'd probably drop in some of my actual copywriting that I did in the past of like how I was able to find an audience pain points and really press on it in order to, you know, compel them to buy, that kind of thing. And so I would write all that out here. I'm not going to do it right now, but this is where you'd write all of that out. And then once again, I'll move to draft. And then once again, you can edit this to add in, you know, a picture, whatever, to make it look nice. I'll just find a good image. Let's see if I can find a good one here. Not of the random people this time. And then let's see. Oh, I think there's some dog pictures. Maybe that'll work. So anyway, that's what you're going to do. You're just going to keep going through until you find the, there we go. There we go. Everyone loves dogs. I'll upload this picture of a dog. Perfect. So there we go. And then we can click save in the top right. Once we're done with that, again, you can add files in. You're just going to keep building out all of your different lessons until you get to the end where you can give them homework. Or in a little bit, I'm going to walk you through how you can add an assessment if you want to. In fact, I'll go ahead and just walk through that now. And so what you can do, you can see here where it says product structure, and there's a little plus button, or you can come here to where it says my top 3 copywriting hacks. And I can click the plus button here, and you can see there's the different options here where I can add another lesson if I want to. I can add another subcategory, or I can add a assessment here. And so what I'll do is I'll just add an assessment. We'll call it just a copywriting test. There we go. And here it is. And so now if I click into it, you can see this is where I can build out a quiz. And so this allows you to kind of test to make sure that people are actually watching the video or watching the lessons or reading the lessons, going through them, and make sure that they're actually paying attention. And so you can say here that this quiz requires a passing grade if you want, or you can just have it give them a grade. If you don't want it to require a passing grade to move on to the next section, you can have it just give them a grade so they know that maybe how well they're doing. So in this case, I'll say, yes, I want this to require a passing grade. And I'll say the passing grade is, we'll go ahead and edit this to say 60%. 60% of the questions, and then it's going to have you give a pass confirmation. So I'm just going to say, hooray. you can say whatever you want there for the pass confirmation message. And for the fail confirmation message, I can just say something like, bummer, try again. And there you go. And then you can see, and it has all the same editing tools that the previous ones had. So you can embed videos into this and say, hey, watch the video above, and then answer the following questions, right? You can add links, media, all kinds of different things here. So that's what all these options are here at the top. And so once you're done with this, you can click add question. And so here's question number 1. So I'm just going to click on it. And you can see there's question types here. And for this one, it can either be single choice or multiple choice. In this case, I'm going to choose single choice. Oops. Single choice. And the question is going to be, let's see, what's a good copywriting question? I'm just going to come up with, how many are in the English alphabet? There you go. Now, this is not a great question, but just off the top of my head. So I can add choices now. So here's option number 1. We can say 24, and then we can add another choice, and we can say 25. Then we can add another choice and say 26, and we can choose that is the correct option. And if you want, you can add explanations to each one of those. I don't know if you saw that. You can add an explanation every time you add a choice, if you want to elaborate at all. But here we go. 26. Man, I hope there's 26 letters in the English alphabet. If not, I'm going to look not great. Anyway, so there we go. There's question number 1, and then we can go question number 2. And then this time we can go multiple choice, and we can say something like, what pain point would you identify for let's say, I don't know, a roofing industry niche. There we go. So what pain point would you identify for a roofing industry niche? And you can come in here and add some different options of it's seasonal. And then we can come in here and say roofs are expensive. And the third one can be needs roofs anymore. Now, these two are correct, right? So I can say that's correct option and that's correct option. So this is a multiple choice type question. But this one here is obviously not correct because everybody needs a roof still. I can't think of anyone that doesn't need a roof unless you just live outside. So this one I'm not going to choose as a correct option. And there you go. And then once you are done, so you can add as many questions as you want to this. And then once you're done, you can come up here and you can click save. And you can preview out what that test would look like by clicking that preview button. And here you go. And so you can click start quiz. And I can click C. I can say it's seasonal, roofs are expensive. I can click submit. It's actually not going to let me click submit because it's actually not live yet. So that's why I'm getting the little circle with the cross through it. But there you go. That is how you create quizzes in the membership area. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go back and we're going to click on the demo product in the top left to get back to our overall product. And again, so if you wanted to add like a whole nother category, you can by just coming up here to product structure. You can click the plus button here. You can click create category. So let's say we wanted to add in something like bonus hacks, something like that. And then here it is. And you can start adding in lessons. So we can add in a lesson. We'll call it, bonus hack number 1. And then just like you did before here in this first category, you'd be able to go in and start filling out all of the, start typing in the information for your bonus hack or uploading videos, whatever it is that you're trying to do. Now, one of the things that I mentioned earlier that I want to show you within bonus hacks, let's say you wanted to keep the bonus hacks locked until they finished the top 3 copywriting hacks. So what you could do, first, you need to make sure that this is published. So I've went ahead and published this. And I'm gonna go ahead and publish this one as well. just so you can see everything. And then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna publish the test. All I have to do is click where it says draft. You just have to click that and it'll switch it to publish. So you can see all the green check marks. This one's not published yet either, so I'll go ahead and publish it. There we go. So this is all published now. And let's say for the bonus hacks, I wanted to lock this until they finish the whole first, the top 3 copywriting hack section. So what I can do is I can come over here to where it says visibility, and I just clicked on the category itself, and that's why it says category details here on the left. And I can click locked, and you can see where it says lock post. So I can either lock a particular post until a certain point, or until they finish it, or I can have it where I want this to be locked until they finish that whole category. So maybe I just want to, oops, let me click off of that. Maybe I just want to lock it until I know that they have done the copywriting test, right? And so I can click on that. And once they've completed the copywriting test and they passed it, then they can have access to this. Or if I want to, I can come here and say, nope, they need to finish the whole category, and then they will get access to this. And so I'll go ahead and save it like that. And so that's one of the other options that you can do there. And you can see it's going to have this locked icon here. So once you are satisfied with your product and with the structure, you have everything filled out the way that you, like basically all the information, the relevant information, the videos, the text, the copy, everything there. Then what you can do is you can come here to details, and this is where you can write in details about the product. So this is my copywriting hacks demo course. And you can add a product thumbnail. And so we will go ahead and we'll upload a image. It's most likely going to be of flowers, because that's apparently all I have, are images of flowers. So we'll go down and we'll find a good image. Oh no, we'll use this one, the boom. Open, upload. Whoa, pretty big. But there you go. So that's going to be the product image. You can come down here, and this is where you can add in information about the, so the instructor, I'm just going to say is me. And I'm going to add in a picture. I think I have some pictures of myself somewhere in here. Maybe it's not that far down. Oh, that's me here, we'll do this black and white picture of me. There we go. Perfect. We'll upload that one in. So here's my headshot. The instructor is, so for the heading, it might say something like, meet your instructor. Adam, title, we'll say software specialist, bio, blah, whatever. I'm not gonna actually put in my bio there. And then you can upload your logo image here. I'll go ahead and just choose a random image. I'm going to choose the same, we'll choose this same image here, because that's technically a logo that I got off the internet. And then the favicon, if you don't know what a favicon is, like if you look up here in the top left with my Cloudflare account, you can see that it has the Cloudflare logo here. That is what a favicon is, or a favicon. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. But so if you want that image to be in, like when somebody opens your product, if you want it showing your logo in the actual like URL, the menu up here, the bar, then you can upload that in. So I'm going to upload that same just boom image in. We'll go down and there it is. We'll upload that as the favicon. There you go. And the advanced is just going to be if you're handy with coding. So you can do either JavaScript or CSS, or if you have some like HTML tracking codes, you can throw that in here. And then you're going to click save, and there you go. And so now we have edited the details for this product, and now we can customize the theme. So basically what it's going to look like. You can see there's a handful of these here. And so let's go ahead and choose. We're just going to choose this first one. Now you can customize it to like edit the colors and everything, or you can just click apply. So I'm just going to click apply. There you go. Now, if you want to customize it just to show you, I can click into customize. And this is where you can edit things like the colors. And so we'll go ahead and go to the theme settings. So here we go. Here's the primary color, secondary color. You can see all the different stuff here. So for primary color, we can go ahead and, maybe we'll just go, I don't know, go that blue there. Oops, I didn't click OK. Okay, and then secondary color, we can go just white. Okay, there we go. And then logo placement, it can either be in the header or the hero. Hero is going to be the big image that's at the top of the page, just so you know what the hero is. This is where you can choose your font. Basically, you have access to every font that Google has. And so I know one of my favorites is Roboto. So I'm just going to choose Roboto. There it is, Roboto. Secondary fonts. Sure, add whatever this is. I'll choose that. And I can choose a good background image here. It could either be a color or an image. So I'll go and choose an image. I'll go and pick one of those flower pictures. That looks nice. Now, again, this isn't, don't take any design tips from me. But there we go. And so we can click save. Theme successfully saved. Great. And then if you want to, you can also come here to the sections, and this is where you can edit specific stuff. So like if you wanted a specific picture in the hero, again, which is going to be the big background. And so you can click in here and you can choose I'm going to choose a different, oops, did I pass it? Oh, wait, there it is. I will choose this one here as the hero. And again, it's going to automatically put in the different fonts that you've chosen as far as Roboto, and then Avenir is going to be for the description. If you want to show the lesson progress, you can adjust the colors for that. Same thing with the course body itself. You can adjust the font and the colors for all of that. And the instructor, which you already built that out in the detail section, but this is where you can adjust like what it all looks like. I'm going to leave it all uniform. It's usually the easiest thing to do. Background, I'm just going to leave blank for the header. That's fine. And I'm going to click Save Changes in the bottom. And you can just click on each one to, drop it back down like that. And then once you're done, you can click this preview button to see what everything's going to look like here. So I click the preview button. We'll let this load for just a second. There we go. Sorry, I had a weird caching issue there. I had to clear some stuff out, but here we go. Here's the preview. Now, again, looks not great at all, but you can see how, there's my logo. You can see my favicon at the top here next to memberships. You can see the different colors that I picked and everything here. And if I would have continued adding the different images into all these lessons, you would see those here. Here's my Meet the Instructor. And if I, and so this is just a good idea of what it would look like if someone were to be looking at this, and they could go in and you can see here it is, Meet Your Instructor, Adam, Software Specialist, and it would have my, the profile here or my bio here if I would have actually filled that out. And they can go through and start filling out everything. And you'll notice too, if I keep scrolling down, bonus hacks is no content available because they haven't finished all of this here. So it's locked as of right now. So this is what it looks like whenever you are finished customizing everything. So what we'll do is we'll click back. So that's how you do the details. That's how you do the customization. Offers, we're going to walk through here in just a moment. And the final thing is comments. And so whenever this is live, in the next lesson, I'll kind of show you what this looks like whenever you actually give this lesson to someone and how they can leave comments. But you'd be able to jump in here and view all of the comments, and you'd even be able to respond to them as well. And so this is what this section is for here. I'm going to go ahead and click back on the products. And so that is how you actually build out the product, which is really step number one for building out a membership offer. And so once you are done building out your product, you can see here it is. Then the next step is going to be that you're going to come up here to memberships and you're going to go to offers. So now here we are in the offer section of the membership area. And what we're going to do now that we've created our product is we're going to go ahead and create our offer. So I'm going to click this create offer button in the top right here. And we're going to just call this copywriting hacks. And the product itself, that's where you're going to choose the product that you just created that you want to include in this offer. So in this case, we just called it demo product. And price, this is where you can determine now if you want, how much this is going to cost, or if you want to determine the price later, you can just leave it at 0. But for now, we'll just say this is going to cost $197. And that's fine. We can click create. And here we go. So now we have our offer. You can add a nickname if you want to. So 3, change your copywriting, and so this is where you can just, you're talking about the offer itself. Writing with these 3 copywriting hacks or secrets or whatever you want to call it, right? And so that's where you can, write in what is all in this offer. Advanced is going to be, again, coding. If you're handy with coding, you can do JavaScript, CSS, or you can do HTML, tracking codes, that kind of thing. And then the included products here, this is where you can decide what is included in this offer. And so this is what I talked about earlier. You can create multiple products. You can have different tiers of offers. Like for the free offer, maybe they just get the demo product, but then for, the next tier up, maybe they get multiple different products included in their membership offer, that kind of thing. And so if you wanted to include another product, all you'd have to do is click this add product button and have you choose the product, and you could choose it there. But I'm not going to do that. Or you can also delete products out of the offer as well. And then here on the right, this is where I can upload an image for what, I want this offer for, like the logo kind of thing for this offer. So I'll come in here and I will say, I'll choose my same, that logo I've been using. Pass it up. May have passed it up. Gotta find it. There it is. Pass it. Yeah, I found it. Okay, perfect. So upload that in. That'll be my logo for this. There we go. And then once you have this all set here, the next thing you can do is you can decide if you want to include an upsell. So maybe I want to include an upsell. Oops, definitely save first. So it'll give you that warning if you haven't saved. And then let's say you want to include an upsell. Now, in order to include an upsell, you're going to need to create the product first that you want to upsell them on. So what I'll do is I'll come here to payments. I'm just going to create. So within payments, again, first you want to make sure you have your Stripe account integrated here in the integrations tab. And then once you do, you can come over here to products and we'll go ahead and just create a quick product. We're just going to call this the upsell demo. And I'm going to use that for the description here. We'll say it's a digital good. I'm not gonna worry about a product image. We're gonna use that same thing for the pricing name. And then, we'll say it's, I don't know, $47, a one-time payment of $47. So there we go. We'll create that as the upsell. So now we can come back here to funnels and forms and go to membership offers. And we can go now. If you ever, this happened to me before where I panicked. I'm like, wait, where did my membership offer go? This is because this is in the publish tab. You just need to go to draft. And you can see I have a couple of different ones here. And so I'm just going to come over here to this one. This is the one we've been working on. And now I can click into upsell. I can add an upsell. Now, do you want to be an one-click upsell or an in-app upsell? Basically, one click means they just click a single button because they've already paid for the membership course itself. So they already have entered in their contact information and their credit card information, versus in-app upsell, where you can see it allows you to, they can add in other products or offers as part of the upsell. So we'll just do this as a one click. I'm sorry. And actually, yeah, you have to create the upsell has to be one of the other offers that's already published. So what you want to do is create that product, attach it to one of your membership. And I'm going to walk you through how to do that here in just a little bit. But then you can choose here. Let's say I want to do offer number 1, and we can add that as an upsell. There we go. And here it is, offer number 1 bundle. And they can decide, with the details. This is where you can choose the content and everything. Now it says free offer because that's how it's set within the offer number one bundle. It's set as a free offer. And so if you actually want to charge them for it, then you would need to adjust that within the product itself or within the offer itself, which I can show you how to do in a little bit. But this is where you can edit, what you want to say as far as you can add a video or a poster if you want to. You can edit the description of, this is my awesome upsell. Save that. And then same thing with checkout, and you can see this is where it says, no thanks, take me to my purchase, that kind of thing. And so you can, if you, instead of checkout, you could say, I want this. And you can do it like that. You could save. And you can see this is where I put in the description. It changed the button here, that kind of thing. And so same thing, I can add a poster image. We'll just choose one of the background images of the flowers, if I can find those again. Let's see. Just upload that in. Click save. And you can see that's what it's going to look like. There you go. Or you could add a video in there instead of you talking about whatever the product is. And that would be right here. So that is how you add in the upsell. And then once you're done with that, once you have the details filled out and the upsell, so the get link, this is where it's going to give you a link that you can then send to people so that they can purchase or at the very least sign up. If it's a free membership area, they can at least sign up and they can get access to your membership area. However, I'm going to show you here and just a little bit how you can edit this so that it's actually your domain here instead of just this generic msgsndr.com. And so I'll show you how to do that here in just a second as well. But you can also preview to see what this is going to look like when you actually send it to someone. There you go. So this is what it would look like. So what would happen is you can see it's $197. They put their name and email, they click submit, and then they would pay, and then they would get access to the membership area. So that's what it would look like. So always preview it first, make sure it looks good before you start sending this out to people. And then under more actions here, this is where you can delete out the offer if you wanted to. And so you can always save here. Now you can also edit what the checkout process looks like. So you can see here's what the checkout page looks like. And so if you want to add a banner here, you could, let's say I want to change the banner. I'll choose another one of those flower pictures that I have here. Oops, that's just a random stock image. So let's do that one instead. There we go. Upload. So upload that in. You can add a video. You can add, a logo, which would be more in the top left here. You can edit the checkout copy as well to say whatever you, check out securely, whatever you want to say there. Perfect. And you just save it like that. And there you go. Copyright hacks, check out safely and securely, that kind of thing. That's also where you could put like information about like return policy or anything else like that you want to add in. So then once you're done, you can click back. You can also add, if you want to collect anything besides email and name, this is where you would, in the checkout editing, you can go to extra contact info and you can say, I want to collect their address and their phone number as well. Click save. And you can see it's going to have them fill out that information before they click submit. So this acts kind of like the two-step order form that you see in the funnels. And so they put all this information in, click submit, and then would take them to their credit card information page next. And the service agreement, if you want to, you can say, you can have them check off something that says, I have read and agrees to the terms and conditions on this page. That also means you need to add terms and conditions to the page if you're going to do that. I'm not going to require it right now, but if you want to, you can do that. And then once you're done, you can click save with everything. It looks good. And you click preview in the top right to see how it's all going to look. There you go. This is what it's going to look like when you send this to people to sign up for your membership area. Awesome. So there you go. And then once you're done with that, you can click get link if you want to, or you can come back to the offer itself by just clicking there at the top, or it has the name of your offer. Here it is. And at that point, you are pretty much done with your offer. Now, the last thing that we're going to walk through in today's video, or in this particular one, then we're going to have a part 2. We're going to go over how you can sell this within like a funnel and build some automations around it, things like that. Also, just a heads up, and until you publish it, it's not going to be live. So if you want this to be live, you need to come up here to the top right and click publish, then click save. And there you go. Now it is saved, or now it is published. It is live. So here you go. Now you can see it's in the published section here. But the last thing we're going to go over it really quickly today is just the membership and the settings. So this is where you can customize things like your domain and your welcome email if you want to, things like that. So I'm just going to come here to memberships and click the settings. And we're going to go to custom domains. We're going to do that. And you can see here, this is where you can build out your own custom domain. So what you're going to want to do is first, you want to make sure that you're logged into wherever you're hosting your domain. So in my case, I am logged in here to the demoaccount.com. I want to go ahead and refresh, make sure I'm still logged in. See, yep, I still am. Perfect. So there we are. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to type in, we're just going to say membership.thedemoaccount.com. So what we're doing here is we are creating a subdomain for our membership area. And what happens is you can create however many offers as you want, how many products as you want, and it will just add a unique pathway after this subdomain for each product and offer. But you want to make sure this is a subdomain here. By the way, a subdomain is any set of words, letters, or numbers that are in front of your root domain. So in this case, the root domain is the demoaccount.com. So the subdomain would be membership. And then you can see here, that's going to ask you to either point an A record or a CNAME record in your DNS record. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this A record here. Almost always, just as a rule for me, I do A records for subdomains. So I'm just going to copy this A record, which this is just an IP. And then I'm going to come over to my demo account. This is, I host the demoaccount.com in Cloudflare. But you would log into wherever you're hosting your domain and get to where you can manage your domains. So you can add a new DNS record. And I'm just going to click this add record here. And then the type is A, so it's already set correctly. The name is just going to be membership. And you can see it fills in the rest of it up top here. And then the IP is what I copied. So I'm just going to paste that in. I'm going to turn off proxy just like that. And I am going to click save. Also going to get rid of my menu bar here, which has a mind of its own. Get that out of the way. There we go. All right. So I'm going to click save. A CNAME record with that already exists. Yep, sure does. Okay. So what I'll do instead of membership, I'll do, I'll call it BD for business demo, BD membership.thedemoaccount.com. So we'll do BD membership. There we go. Now let's try that one. Yeah, there we go. That one works. All right, perfect. As you can see, I've done a lot of these demos. That's why I have so many different records here. But here we go. BD membership, stands for business demo membership. So I've added that record in now. And so now I can come here and I can click save. And it says custom domain updated. Perfect. So now I can come back here to settings, and now our domain is updated. So if I were to go back to like offers and click on this one, I can click on get link. You can see here, this is my new link now, bdmembership.thedemoaccount.com/offers. And then it has this, a pathway afterwards. But now it's my branding now, right? It's my domain. That's what you want. So now that we're done with that, we're going to come back here to settings. And the last thing I'm going to show you for this particular training is we're going to come over here to the email settings. So the way it's set up is that it automatically sends out a templatized email to your users whenever they pay or whenever they sign up and whenever they get access to the membership area. And in that templatized email, it has their login and their password, as well as a link to where they can get access to the membership area. And so you can see that set up here. And then also, if you remember, within the products themselves, you can drip out content. And if you chose that as an option to drip out content, then you can have it just a default email that sends them a link to the new content when it's available. You can also build out your own. And so that's what these two sections are here. For this send welcome email, you can use the default. I think it works great. But what I'm going to show you is if you go to marketing here on the left-hand side, and if you go to emails and then templates. Now there's a bunch in here that I've just been, playing around with. But then within templates, if I click new, click on new, and I can choose a, let's just go with an email marketing template. And you can see here, there's actually a pre-built out, nice looking membership welcome email template. So that's one I'm going to choose. And I'm going to click continue. And then I'm going to give that just a second to load, or maybe it loaded it here. Sorry, give me just a second here. Let's try it one more time. Email marketing templates. This one. Yeah, this is the one I want. So continue. Here it is. Membership. Here it is. Okay. Yeah. So it just took a second to populate at the top of the page here. All right. So this is, I can call it my, demo account membership welcome email. And then I can come through and I can edit all this. So if I want to put my logo in here instead of this one, I can just click replace. And I can upload that, that one logo I've been using this whole time, which is, it starts with a K. Can't remember exactly what it was called. Well, I'm not going to worry too much about it, but this is where you can come in, or you can just choose an image. Since this pulls in from the media library, let's come here and let's say I can go to Unsplash and I can say copywriting. And there we go. I can just use this image of like a deal up here. I can do the same thing with this one if I wanted to, but basically you can customize this, but it already has all the custom values you need here that you would want to send to your new members. Contact, first name, membership, basically it autofill here, the copywriting hacks. This would have the link automatically, and this would have their credentials automatically. You can, of course, you can edit all of this to make it, look and say whatever you want to say. Then I'm gonna go ahead and just save that template. And now that I've saved that nicer looking template, I can come back here to funnels and forms and go to memberships, settings. And now I can go back here to email settings and I can choose that, here it is, demo account membership welcome email. And you can see it shows a preview here of what it's going to look like, and I can save that. And you can do the same exact process for sending the drip email as well. So that is how you build out the products, and that's how you build out the offers. That's how you edit the domains and the email settings. And in the next membership video, what we're going to cover is how you can easily sell a membership product through a funnel, and then how you can build out workflows to go along with that membership product where you can automatically grant access or remove access within a workflow. And I'll also walk through how you can manually go into a contact profile and grant or remove access from a contact there as well. So I will see you in the next video.